Hey gang, it's Sunday. Welcome to the Crystal Hive. We are live today and I am going to be playing just a whole bunch of random shit. I'm going to mainly be revisiting some decks that I've had a lot of fun with in previous sets. So I've got some Call of the Archons, I've got some Age of Ascension, and some Worlds Collide to toss out. I don't know which one I want to start with. Let's start with probably the weirdest deck I've got. It's called Potter Tompkins. It's a very heavy disruption style deck. It's not necessarily control. Does some weird things. I don't remember ever fully being able to unlock its potential. But it still is a fun deck. It's got some cool purge mechanics, which is fun to see in a Call of the Archons deck. But we'll see how it goes. Hello, Goober. This looks like the cards are a little small. Guess not. There we go. I totally forget. I think most of what I want to do is in House Dis. I'm going to mulligan. So I've got 2 Eater of the Deads, which are fun, because on Reaper Fight I can purge a creature and then give him counters. Fangtooth Cavern's not very fun, though. So let's go ahead and go Mars and just get some creatures out then. Tantadlin. Key Charge, Harmonia, and a Fangtooth. I don't think you're playing a casual deck here, man. Just saying. Just saying. Question is... I'm gonna go Dis. Let's go Schuler, Eater of the Dead, Control the Weak. It's got Red Baron, so I do need to pay attention to that. So forge the red key last. I feel like Logos is probably going to be the best house to call here. Because then they can't fight with Untamed. And then, unless they've got out-of-hand damage, they can't kill this Emperor Imp, so they have to use Fangtooth to kill it. Cool. Looks like I made a decent call. Probably not the best, but a decent one at least. And they killed Harmonia, so they left Ember Imp out, which is interesting. I'm just gonna go Dis. So that's just Reap with a whole bunch of stuff. And I do not want to purge from mine just yet. I'm going to purge that Harmonia. So they got rid of my Ember Imp. I think the right thing to do here is go Shadows. Maybe Mars. I'm gonna go Shadows first. Let's go ahead and drop this Poison Wave. I've got a few of those in the deck. Then a Masis Asp, and then a Naughty the Thief. So Naughty right now is the target that's going to die to Fangtooth. That's my opponent's first turn at Brobnar. Dropping Ragwarg, Stiltkin, then a Narp to have Stiltkin fight. Question is Stiltkin, okay, taking out Zizix. There's the Red Baron. So they do have the red Keyforged. So he's got Reap Steel 1. I'm gonna go Mars. Let's have Tunk fight there. I know he's next to Narp, but I still don't like him on the board. Let's go ahead and drop a Dominator. Then a John Smith. Let's put a Biomatrix backup on Schuler. Let's play Squawker on John Smith to have him reap. Let's use John Smith's ability first because it's going to kill him right away. To then have Tunk ready. Let's have Tunk. Let's just reap. Cutler Research, I stole 2. Well, this deck also has, I think, the lowest Amber control of all of my decks. So I'm expecting once I fall behind, I'm not catching up. Mission. Alright. Killed my Eater of the Dead. Let's force blue. Let's go Shadows. Let's start with a Dodger, then a Naughty, then an Urchin to steal 1. Let's play a Master Plan to put a I'm going to put a Toxin under there. And then let's just reap. Also, this Hysteria doesn't make a lot of sense in this deck. I have a lot of creatures that need to stay on the board. I mean, I've got Schuler and Urchin that have play effects. Old Bruno has a play effect, but past that, most of these actually need to stay on the board. Yeah. I mean, it would be a cool play to Hysteria into a battle fleet. A battle? into a battle fleet, but trying to set that up is really risky. You need to have battle fleet in your hand, bounce a whole bunch of Mars creatures off the board, and then the next turn play battle fleet. It's, unless I master plan the battle fleet, it's too many turns dedicating to a single combo. And my opponent's already at checkmate, so excuse me, I'm gonna go shadows. Let's go ahead and action steal 1. I'm gonna fight. It's next to Narp, so it can't reap. I'm going to fight into a Tantedlin, because it only does 2 in return. I'm going to play Old Bruno to the left, and then I'm going to use Master Plan to drop Toxin to the right. No to that. And then I'm going to Reap to try and get into check again. Which it dies because of Ragwarg, but I do still get the Amber and I'm in check on my second key. They shouldn't really have that much to think about. They should go Untamed. Reap with this Tantedlin. Reap with this one. Pop Signal Fire and fight to get this Old Bruno off the board. And that would put him in checkmate, and I've got nothing to pull him out. It's gonna move Old Bruno over here. Yep, nuke him for 2. Or sorry, nuke him for 4. So they are in checkmate. I can steal 2. I can steal 1. Okay. And E-die, so they definitely win this game. It's just a matter of how many more turns we need to take. Yep, and then they use Signal Fire, and Alaka, if they use Alaka, has to fight the Dominator. Yep, ward it, fight it. And then Fangtooth Cavern's going to kill the Wormhole Tech. So now we go Dis to... I was going to Reap, but I forget they have Ragwarg. I'm just going to play Asteria. Play Schuler, pull him out of check. Play a Succubus. Put myself in check again. Then if they get back in check, I've got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, they're gonna play E-die again, so my key cost is 8. Or sorry, key cost is 9. I kind of want to put... Where's my battle fleet? Where's my battle fleet? Okay. Let's just go shadows. Let's get these guys out. Just to threaten having some key or some amber control. I still don't have my battle fleet. All you gotta do is reap. Ganger Chieftain, the fight with Narp. Take out a Dodger. Mega Alaka comes in ready. Take out the other Dodger. Concede. Got nothing, Ming. Alright, and that's why I don't play that deck that often. It is fun, it doesn't do much. Let's go to I Southwark, the airport commander. So this one has some pretty interesting stuff. It's got double Seismo Entangler, so I want to fish for those very quickly. It has a lot of cool reap control if I can get those out very quickly, because then I can just lock my opponent into reaping with one house only. It's got an Axiom for some partial ward control, a red alert for some mass board damage. It's got some card draw mechanics, but not a ton. And it also has a data forge, which I am generally able to forge later. We'll see how it pans out, but it's not always a guaranteed with this deck, but it is often enough that it's worth holding on to for a couple turns. And I'm going second. I really do like this, but I really want those Seismo Entanglers, so I'm going to mulligan. And didn't hit any of them. Actually, oh god, I drew into absolute bullshit. Okay. That is indeed a hand. That is indeed a starting hand. I guess we're going Logos and dropping the Hologramophone into even more absolute trash. This is gonna be a great game. Should have kept the first hand. All I have to say is fuck. I mean, if they dump a whole bunch of creatures here, I've got a pretty safe play with Red Alert. But I also have a bunch of absolute trash over here. So I think I have to go Saurian to get rid of cards. So let's drop an Imperial Road, an Exile. It really hurts to drop this Imperium, and I'm gonna throw away that Axiom. And that's a slightly better starting hand. Wish I had seen this turn one. I forget what the creature count in this deck is. $15, so it's not terrible, but it is on the smaller side. Red Alert will do 4 to everything. Let's go ahead and go Logos. Drop the Sanitation Engineer. Let's use Imperial Road, because Pterodactyl comes in play stunned anyway. And then I'm going to ward my Sanitation Engineer. If they play more creatures here, or fight my board down, then Red Alert's going to be a good play here. And it looks like they are fighting my board down. So let's go ahead and end Star Alliance Red Alert. Let's go Chan, and then Walls. Let's put that on Chan, and let's put this on Chan as well. And then let's play Legatus Raptor to the right. Comes out stunned. So they're already on the first key. As you'll notice from a lot of my more casual decks, I don't have a lot of Amber control in them. I joke with Mark and Orion and with Luis, everyone that plays locally, that I have the worst luck in getting different styles of decks. I really only get Amber Rush or severe Amber control. I don't get board control. I don't get really heavy fighting decks. I get a lot of weird stuff. Let's go Star Alliance. Let's get Kirby out. Kirby will drop a Seismo Entangler. Let's drop Odoak on the right. So the nice thing is I don't really have to call Saurian to start playing these Saurian creatures. And then when I do call Saurian, I can just unstun everything. It's generally one crappy turn, but I'm going to Reap. Use Chan to use... Let's use Pterodactyl. And then let's use Raptor. And then let's drop over there. Call that good. So Chan with that Universal Translator is cool because he gives me the ability to play to use two non-Star Alliance creatures. So there's some fun action cheating in this deck. Naughty steals one. I think I'm just going to keep going Star Alliance and getting some of this cheating going. So let's go ahead and put Kirby to the left. Question is, what do I want to do? I'm going to play Thorium Plasmate to move this guy there, and move to the right, just keep him in the same spot. And then let's Reap with Chan to use Pterodactyl to fight here, and then let's have him fight here. Exalt him to ready and use another friendly creature. That's not really going to be useful here, so I'm just going to use that to get rid of that stun. I'm going to zap. And I don't want to play Dataforge right now. Its key cost 16. Bonus Amorous will be 15, 14, 13. So I'm just going to call that good. Headhunter, probably a Ganger. It's got two Ganger Chieftains there. Let's go blue key. I'm going to go Logos. So I'm going to use Seismo Entangler to make sure they can't Reap with Brobnar. And I staggered all these so it doesn't set me up for a good code monkey. I'm going to play that to the right, play that to the right. And then I'm going to code monkey to bounce those two to my archives. Let's play Perfectus Ludo to the right. And I'm going to ward let's ward Chan. So I am at check at my second key. I've got 6 cards in hand, 2 in my archives, which will put me at 8 cards. Okay. They were very angry that I didn't allow them to reap. That is the nice thing. Once you get this Seismo Entangler out, if your opponent can only keep one house on the board, they're only going to get amber from their actions. I'm going to go yellow key. I'm going to go Logos. Ooh, the annoying thing is this Babbling Bibliophile isn't going to stay on the board because of autocannon. So I'm going to go Starlands. Not take my archives. I'm going to play Kirby's Blaster on Kirby. And then I'm going to play the Force Field on Kirby. Let's go and get Questor Jarda over to the right. Kirby will reap. And then let's have him play... Let's play Fang Strike. That's just going to outright kill. So I'm just not going to trigger it again. He's going to reap. Let's come off to Kirby Force Field. And I think Kirby's Blaster is just do damage, right? So I'm not going to trigger the other one. And let's go ahead and Entropic Swirl my Questor Jarda for another 2 amber. Or sorry. Yeah, 2 amber, 4 damage. Let's reap. So this deck can get out of control pretty fast. Looks like they're looking for a rematch, so let's do it. Ooh, Torgoth chose to go second. And I don't have my Seismo Entangler, so I'm going to mulligan. Still didn't pull it. So I am going to go Logos, and I'm just going to drop the Sanitation Engineer again. There's a Seismo Entangler, so that's nice. Wow, they discarded 13 cards. Oh man. That got them through their deck pretty quick. Okay. Let's go Logos. Play Information Exchange to steal 1. Seismo Entangler. Call that a turn. There's the other Seismo Entangler. And I know they don't have any artifact hate, because I did not see any last game, and they went through their deck 1.5 times, I want to say. Now here's the dilemma. I think I end up going... I put Star Alliance out, they're just going to die, because I'm going to lock them out of Reaping, and they're just going to fight him. So... oh man, let's just go Star Alliance. Fuck it. Drop that. And then play the other Seismo Entangler. Just to help get those out, and then I should have a pretty good red alert here. So I'm doing 4, 5 damage. If you play one more, I can wipe out your entire board. But you didn't! You know what? Let's just keep being a nuisance here. Let's play that. Use that. You can't reap with Brobnar. Use this. You can't reap with, where is it? Sanctum. So now they must play cards or fight, which is going to fuel into a much bigger red alert. Waits out to bounce my Code Monkey. I'm okay with that. It's going to make me do more damage. Dusk Runner. Skeleton Key and an Umbra, so now I'm doing 6 damage to everything. That'll clear their entire board. Unfortunately, I don't have any creatures to piggyback off of that. I think I'm just going to go Logos again. Let's go and play Code Monkey, and then Wormhole Tech. I'm going to lock them out of Brobnar Reaping and lock them out of Sanctum Reaping. So they can reap or fight with shadows. Yes, play right into my trap. Perfect. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to do 6 damage to each. What did they do damage to? Oh, they didn't, because I don't have any Ember to steal. Let's go Star Alliance. Red alert. Let's go Wells. I'm going to use Wells to grab the force field. He's got elusive too, so he can't outright fight him. So let's go ahead and do Light of the Archons and then force field. Start looks very familiar to last game. Generally, what I'm doing is I'm using these Seismo Entanglers to continue to stall my opponent, and they can only reap really out of one house, which then ideally I'm able to follow with an Axiom of Grisk or a Red Alert to then immediately rebuild my board. I'm going to go Saurian here, drop Golden Spiral, and Odoak to capture one, and now I can't have anything stolen from me. I want to be able to do 3 damage, so I'm going to go Phalanx Strike to kill Troll. Then Exalt Walls and do 3 damage there. And I don't need to tribute right now, so I'm not going to. Terms of redress. Okay, so now I do want to go Saurian. That's Reap. And then Tribute. Sure, let's go ahead and do it again. Let's go ahead and use the Golden Spiral to use Wormhole Tech. And I've revealed a Wormhole Tech, so I'm going to put him to, or I'm going to Reap with him. Reveal the top, it's Entropic Swirl. I'm going to do 4 damage and 2 Amber. And yes, I don't want to Axiom because it won't do anything. It'll just give me chains. So going in shadows here. I feel like Logos is going to be a good next call because I can lock both these houses out of being able to Reap. And I definitely want to lock Sanctum out of Reap because he's got the Silent Dagger on here now. I'm going to go Logos, play my Hologramophone, play my Bibliophile. Let's use this on Sanctum, and use this one on Shadows. And then I'm going to Reap, and I drew Thorium Plasmate. So I'm just going to hit you, you're not going to move, so you're not going to take any damage. And we are both on check. So they get their second key. I'm struggling for my first here. Brobnar. They haven't played their Gangers yet, so they got some Ganger Chieftain plays coming up. Loot the bodies. So then here comes a Ganger Chieftain. Yep. And then probably a second Ganger Chieftain. So he's going to hit Odoak. Yep. And I got nothing for that once they're able to do that. Again, Amber controls key. And this deck has negligible. I think I'm just going to have to go Star Alliance. It's not going to do much. Let's just play a Alls, Chan, Kirby. Let's play Light of the Archons on Babbling Bibliophile. And let's Reap. And call that good. Woof. Let's go into this one, the Huge Enormous Viking of Pike's Harbor. So I've played this one on stream a bit. I don't remember its deck list though, so I'm going to pull it up. Double Too Much to Protect, double Trust No One, double Ronnie, so lots of steel. Academy Training, Babbling Bibliophile, so some warding mechanics, a Data Forge, and pretty nice Brobnar list too. Okay, I'm going second, so I don't like any of this. I'm going to toss it away and see what I get. And that is awful. At least I can draw 2 cards and archive it. But yeah, that's alright. Toss it in the archives and hold on to it. with a fair game, double harbinger. Infernus with an Exhume is okay, it still sucks, but they've got an Obsidian Forge, so they can use Obsidian Forge to trigger their harbingers. Double information exchange, double twin bolt. Tactical Officer Moon, which won't hurt this deck too much, that's just moving creatures around. Kirby and a Kirby's Blaster, so it looks like a decent mid-range. No Amber control though, so I just need to push Amber. Let's start with Brobnar. Let's put an Ire Staff, and then let's do Warrior's Refrain. I'm gonna hold on to that Berserker Slam because I don't want to waste it when they don't have Amber. I do have to say, I'm going to give another shout out to Harris Heller of Alpha Gaming. This playlist that he's put together that's copyright free and that any streamer can play. It's a really good playlist. It keeps me bouncing all the time. Okay, let's go Brobnar. I'm going to do Berserker Slam, take care of that Code Monkey. Play Narp, and then I'm going to Enrage Group Think Tank. Volcano is the only board clear I have, so I'm going to keep it. And these 2/2/2 hands are pissing me off. It's God. Why? Just why Keyforge? I'm so nice to you. Exhumes Code Monkey, plays Code Monkey, so then he's going to archive that Group Think Tank. So he's got a Nurse Soto and a Group Think Tank in there. And then Binding Iron, so we've got some chains. I'm just going to go Logos. I'm going to play Telltale Vapors and Archive. Sure, let's Archive Data Forge. God, I'm playing like 1 to 2 cards a turn. This is the slowest, most annoying start of Keyforge ever. They pull with Igor that they care about. The Hapsis, a lot of the creatures they care about. They Got rid of Misery, Exploit, and Malice on. I think this is a perfect time for a volcano. So let's go Brobnar. No to the archives. Let's play Warrior's Refrain first. It's going to stun almost the entire board. Then I'm going to play Volcano. Let's play a Calfine to the left, Reap, and then I'm going to Enrage Calfine, because Calfine can't Reap anyway. Good old, every time I look at Calfine, I just think of Brad Andres when he was still developing Keyforge. He pronounced it Calfine. It's okay. I'm gonna play a Calfine. Probably gonna play Shadows here to keep archiving very slowly. There's a Harbinger. If they actually wanted to trigger the Harbinger, they would have played it first and then hit the Obsidian Forge into it. A fair game puts me into check, which I'm fine with. And they're gonna hit their... You're not gonna get a key out of that. I don't know why you did that. Okay. Whatever. Shadows. No to my archives. Let's play Hugger Mugger. Let's play Rani Wristclocks. A Hidden Stash to... Let's throw Hapsis in there. Good Logos lineup here. I still don't want to take my archives because I want to keep Dataforge available if possible. Soto and Kirby. Let's go Logos, no to my archives. Let's drop a Bibliophile, Hapsis, Wormhole Tech. Let's go Academy Training on Hugger Mugger to Reap, draw a card. Could get some decent plays here. The danger of this Wormhole Tech is if it's a Logos card, I don't want to hit Wild Wormhole, which I'm holding. I don't want to hit a Too Much to Protect, which I'm holding a second copy, so hitting another one's okay. What else don't I want to hit? I don't want to hit Dataforge. Dataforge is currently in my archives. So I can pretty safely use Wormhole Tech this turn without much of an issue. And then my key cost is, if I play Dataforge, it's going to be plus 10. I'd have a hand size of 6, 7. 6 at the time of playing it. So I'd be at 10, 9 because of the bonus amber. So I'd be 3 ambers short. This would give me 2. This would give me another one. So if I don't lose any cards out of hand, I can Dataforge on my next turn. If I'm doing the math right. I'm not always doing the math right. So we'll see what happens. Play an Explorover. They did really good placement of these Molinas because now Hapsis can't just eat something randomly. So everything has Hazardous 3 the way they've built this board right now. except for this Explorover. So now I can feed on the Explorover and almost guarantee the Data Forge. Twin bolting mission, so they're going to hit my bibliophile, so that may prevent my Data Forge. Okay, so I have 7 in hand, 6 in hand with 5 amber. Be 7 in hand with 5 amber. So 10, 9. I'd be 2 amber short. And I get them from playing these, but I'd lose 2 cards. So I'm going to be, I think, 1 amber short. I do think playing Logos is the best option, but see, Shadows is right now. So that's too much to protect, steal 3. Ronnie to steal 1, get them out of check. I'm in check again at 9 of 6. That's not what I want. So I'm doing some stuff in the background while my opponent's taking their turn. That's why I'm a little quiet. Big Star Alliance line up there. Wish I still had my volcano. Okay, what do we got? Yellow key. I could hope for a too much to protect off of a wormhole, so let's go Logos. I'll take my archives. I'm not going to get this Data Forge the way the game's been playing out, so I'm just going to get some of this stuff going. Let's go ahead and play Wormhole. Play Special Delivery, so Hapsis and a Data Forge. So there's my TMTP. I hope they go Star Alliance and just Reap, because then I can too much protect it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'd get 4 amber, put me in the checkmate, and I could Special Delivery and kill one of these creatures. It's tricky because then they can still have enough creatures to Obsidian Forge into their third key. So Dr. Millie is definitely how I set up this data forge in this deck. So I want to have a generally smaller board, not this extreme, because this extreme is pretty rough. Like I'm really far behind on board state. But Dr. Millie, I could throw, I mean, depends on how many cards are in my hand, but I could throw objectively an infinite number, I guess not an infinite, up to 35 cards. 36 cards. If my opponent had 36 creatures. So they did do what I expected of just reaping straight across with Star Alliance. Which means they would have to have a way to steal that much amber from me and get all that amber back. So I'm going Shadows. No surprise there. Too much to protect. That's special delivery and just hit Explore over. So I'm at checkmate 10 of 6. They can raise my key cost to 9, or sorry, to 8. And they'd have to gain plus 6. They have to gain 6 amber on the dis turn here, which they do not have. I don't think they're understanding how Obsidian Forge works. Yeah, because they messed up their Obsidian Forge twice, so I don't think they're reading it and fully understanding it. Oh well, that was a closer game than I had liked. Let's just keep cranking through here. I'm gonna go to one of my old school, I guess technically this is a rush deck. It's got 28 expected amber. A gateway to dis. 3 squawkers with John Smith, so that is, mwah, just a beautiful Mars lineup from Call of the Archons. I'm going second. So the Terror might be a good play here, but then I set myself up for a weird couple turns after, so I'm going to mulligan. I do have the Collar of Subordination, which is nice, because I'm just going to take that right now. Thank you. Can't let them have that Hunting Witch. They already played Help from Future Self, so if I nuke this Time Traveler, it's gone until I cycle through their deck. So I am gonna go Mars. What? What? The fuck ever, man. You play one turn and bitch out because I stole your Hunting Witch. QQ. Alright, I'm playing that deck again. Whatever. Bad starting hand. That's an okay starting hand. I love the early Mars control from Call of the Archons, and I think there was a little bit in Age of Ascension as well, where you're archiving your opponent's creatures. So let's go Mars. Let's go ahead and play Tunk. He's elusive, so I can't fight already and fight and kill him. So I'm just going to play another creature. I'm going to hold on to those cards till I've got a better lineup. So I do have a Battle Fleet in my hand. They play a Spike Trap, that's going to be dangerous. Double elusives make this mass abduction pretty useless. I'm gonna go Mars. I'm just gonna use Battle Fleet now. I'm not gonna try and hold it because my hand didn't really line up well for holding anything. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Marauder. He's gonna capture 2. Then I have Ulig fight, then Tunkel fight. Then I'll just Squawker and have Marauder Reap. And then do I have any mass damage cards? Is the question. I've got Orbital Bombardment which I haven't seen yet. So I'm gonna hold this mass abduction as well. I remember this is one of the decks I got very early in my Keyforge adventure, and I remember misplaying it a lot, but still really liking the deck. Let's go Sanctum. Let's go Doom of the Martyr, and let's just double take hostages, because why not? I guess let's go Dis. Let's kill Brad Penny. Let's Gateway. Poltergeist, and then I'm going to Arise my Marskyres. And a Spirit's Way. Okay. So this deck has some pretty decent board clear. Let's go Mars. Tunk. Ixley. And Ulig. Let's just go and push myself into check. Go Sanctum, pop Shoulder Armor on Ulig, and then let's play Grey Monk on the left, just keep that Shoulder Armor going. And I don't feel like this card's actually going to be worthwhile in this game, so I'm just going to discard it. Oh, that's fun. I forgot about Mass Abduction and Sample Collection, so I've got a lot of ways to archive my opponent's creatures. I definitely want to try and grab this Rad Penny, so she stops recurring. Let's go Mars again. I'm going to sample collection Rad Penny. And then I guess I should have orbital bombardment first, so I'm going to do that now. Hit Squawker to hit Gamgee. So I'll reap, use Grey Monk to reap. Reap with Marauder, reap with Tunk. Let's Squawker and just ready and reap, I guess. So I'm at 12 of 6. They just forged their second key. So I am definitely behind, but not completely out yet. Forged blue key, they're going in the Sanctum. So they play Opal Knight, which nukes almost my entire board. Blue key. Let's go Dis. No to the archives. Let's go Dust Imp. Then play Poltergeist just for shits and giggles. Check at 7 of 6. And there's my Lash, which I'm okay with, because that piggybacks well into Gatekeeper, because I force my opponent to go over 6. They've not called Untamed all game. Doesn't look like they have anything too scary. They have a Lowdown, or Low Dawn. Go yellow. Let's go and go Dis, just to get that Lash out. Gungoozle, I'm going to hit Ardent Hero here. And then Dust Imp's going to reap. So we've got a tie game, folks. And I drew into some delicious Sanctum, so I've got a Virtuous Works and a Gatekeeper with Inspiration. And they stay right where they need to, so I need to go Dis. No to my archives, use the Lash, and just reap. We're gonna go Shadows again, Doom Sigil, so everything gets poison. And they're just reaping. So we're gonna go Sanctum, not to take my archives. Staunch Knight needs to be on the flank, so I'm gonna build from to the left. I'm gonna go Gatekeeper to the left. Grey Monk, reap. Then Staunch Knight to the left. So let's play this action on Ulig, make him reap. Have him use Dust Imp to have Dust Imp fight. And that's fight into him. And that's Virtuous Works. Checkmate at 8 of 6. Having this Flash of Broken Dreams into the Gatekeeper combo bought me about 2 turns there. If they can pull me back out of check, I don't think I have much else to answer them. So they pull me down to 6. can't reap. I'm at 6 of 6. Double Barrister hurts. That was a close one. Whoo boy. What did I have left in my deck? My Collar and my John Smith. That would have been great. Okay. Whatever. Card draw's not my friend. We all know this. What haven't I played yet? Let's go Jay to Tockney, the Circle Baker. So this is an Age of Ascension deck. I've got double Exhume, the Yerk package, so I've got Yerk, Old Yerk, and Ancient Yerk. Lash Broken Dreams, Poltergeist. This is a Brig deck, so Binite Rupture, Interdimensional Graft. Double Igor with some Reap Control with Pip Pip. Also got double Abe, double Prince Derek. So I have some interesting things in here. It's not amazingly powerful, but it is disruptive. And given all of that, this is probably one of the worst starting hands I could ever get, so I'm just going to mulligan. And go straight into Dis, I guess. And get that Lash out. What are they playing with? They're playing a Worlds Collide deck. Crazy Killing Machine, 2 Cutthroat Research. Not a lot of Amber Control, but they do have key cost increases. So I need to try and maintain board control. Dal Qwerty Choi, the Tall and Motherly. Kirby's Blaster, Garcia's Blaster, okay. Lots of pew-pews. God, man, I'm getting absolutely awful starting hands. I really don't want to use standardized testing yet, but I kind of have to. Let's just go ahead and nuke ya. Scientifical Hack. Gotta keep Interdimensional Graft for the whole game because that's how Brig works. It's useless unless I see my Binate Rupture. And I don't have Star Alliance, so I do want to try and see my Poltergeist to get that Uncharted Lands off the board. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures in Star Alliance. They just lost 1, so they've got 5 left. It's an interesting board, okay. They're definitely going to get some cards out of this. So I need to go Sanctum. Gorm of Am is also some some artifact control. And let's just end turn there. So they are going to get two card draw. If they go Logos. If they don't go Logos, I'm going to be really confused, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Come on, hash brown 60. You can do it. Alright, so they're going Star Alliance. Zap and stealth mode. Okay, so they took off my armor smith. What to play, what to play, what to play. I think we're gonna go Sanctum. Let's get Obade to the left. Let's Reap. Let's Gorm of Om that Uncharted lands. And then let's Grey Rider. Deploy him to the right to have Sir Marrow's fight Babbling Bibliophile. Call it good there. Just chilling out, jiving to some good music while my opponent takes forever. Forever. I'm just like, if anyone's really, really good with math, what are the odds of me consistently getting 2-2-2 hands? If you're bored and don't know what to do during COVID quarantine, just watch some, like, even just my last month worth of streams. That's, I want to say 20-ish hours of streaming. That's not a lot for a weekend project to work on. Look at all of my games and see how often I get 2-2-2 hands, and see how mathematically plausible that is. Because I feel like it's an excessive amount. And I'm going to go Dis, because we're going to use this Lash. I'm going to banish Stenopius, get that Amber. I'm going to exhume. Let's exhume Obade. Just for some extra Amber control. I do have some nice logos line up here. God, I gotta get used to having this new microphone. I keep smacking it. they're going Logos. Curious if they're going to use the killing machine here. Making some adjustments here. Okay. That should be a little better. That works. Come on, hash brown 60, you can do it. I'm going to start timing these turns because this is getting pretty egregious. Code monkey to bounce those two. Imperium's a nice pull with that wormhole. So they're not quite in check, but they will be once the turn ends because their key costs will go back down to 6, and they'll be at 8 of 7. Now they're at 8 of 6. Now they're at 9 of 6. Okay. Ooh, they killed my... okay. They shut down my ability to use the lash off turn. So I'm going to forge the blue key. Logos. I can't play Binite Rupture into Brig. So I'm probably just going to settle for a Cutthroat Research here, but we're going to see what I can pull with Igor. And still a whole bunch of crap. So with all of that, I'm going to grab an Aubade because I do have some Sanctum in my hand. I'm going to drop Pip and then Cutthroat Research just to steal 2. There's the Brig, so I do have a decent option for Brig. I hope they can go over check again, because I'm okay giving them the key if it's going to give me Amber to forge my next 2. If they don't go high enough, I'm trying to figure out what I want them to be at. I want them to at least be at 8. So at 4, sorry, because I don't want to pull 2 with my information, my interdimensional graft. If they don't get high enough, I can stall a little bit with Aubade and Blinding Light and some of the Sanctum nonsense. Wow, these Shricks to fight, okay. Good old Ludo. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is this getting disgusting? It's just getting disgusting. They are not in check yet. So I'm going to go Sanctum. Let's go Hadrith's Wall. Let's go Blinding Light to stun all Saurian. Aubade the Grim. Capture 3. And Shield of Justice, because why not? So I'm at check. remember back in my day when Archimedes was first introduced. All the rules questions that came from Archimedes ended up for great things for Keyforge, because now we have a timing chart. But I just remember, I think there were 4 different rulings and 4 different vault tours about Archimedes. And I think at that point Fantasy Flight just said, look, we need to make a formal ruling on this because no one's playing it properly and no one's playing it the same. So thank you, Archimedes, for bringing positive change to the rules reference guide. And we're at 1 full minute for my opponent to decide what they're doing here. Navigator Ali. I want them to be at least 4 amber for me to make this brig worth it. They do have 3 power, but I don't want to discard 3 cards. So I'm just going to go Logos, Reap with Igor. I'm going to play Archimedes to the right. I'm going to play Hexpion to the left. I don't want to stack Hexpion next to Archimedes because Hexpion's going to archive themselves anyway. So I want this open, so if I can play another creature, that creature will get the archive benefit from Archimedes. And again, I don't want to play Binite Rupture Interdimensional Graft because I'm not going to get a benefit out of it. I'm keeping myself in check here every other turn, or actually every turn. So I'm forcing them to either play Star Alliance and use Garcia to up my key cost, or they have to forfeit Star Alliance and give me a key. So I'm making them have some pretty weird choices, setting myself up for a huge Binate Rupture Interdimensional Graft, because if I'm at 7 amber, I'm going to bump myself up to 14. Even if they reap straight across the board with Star Alliance, they're going to gain 3. So they're going to go up to 10 amber with a Binate, which is going to give me another 4. So I'm going to be at 18 amber total before I even reap. So and they are in Star Alliance, so they did up my key cost. Their Saurian's just sitting there, frozen, stunned, because it's going to put them a full turn behind because they want to use their Saurian to push their endgame condition. But by forcing them to be in Star Alliance here to slow me, I'm buying myself time to get the cards I want to see. It's just putting them in a weird position. So they can action cheat here with Chan and unstun one of their creatures, which will probably be their Raider. No, they use their Code Monkey. I don't understand that playline, but we're going Binate Rupture. Binate Rupture, boom, Graft. Let's put a Brain Eater to the right. Let's fight you into Garcia. Let's Reap. And Reap, we're sitting at 17 amber. They do Forge here. I Forge next, and then they're probably going to win. That's how it goes. Actually, I'm sorry, I forgot I played Graft. I do have the Lash to slow them down, as well as an Exhume for an Aubade. So I've got one in here. I could Exhume Prince Derek, because Prince Derek would give me an extra 3 amber, so I can either control or rush here with this Exhume. And they're going Logos, so they're telling me right now they don't have any immediate answers, or any answers at all. and then I can poltergeist this crazy killing machine, which will trigger some of my discard and a discard of theirs as well, but should set up for an endgame condition. Big old Logos board here. Cutthroat Steel 2. They get rid of my Hadrith Wall. Okay. Hexbion gets archived with a Charette, which is beautiful because I'm going straight into Dis. I'll take my archives, thank you very much. Let's use Lash. Cull the Weak, so I'm going to hit their daughter. Take that, girl! Let's play a Yerk to the left. I'm going to discard... I'm going to discard this Aubade. Let's play a Charette. Let's exhume. I'm going to push, so I'm going to exhume my Prince Derek. And let's see, then let's play Poltergeist. I'm just going to hit my artifact, and then let's play Ancient Yerk, which is going to clear my hand. And that puts me at checkmate at 23 of 6. Don't think they have anything to deal with this. Only a little bit excessive. That's what a clutch Binate Rupture Interdimensional Graft combo does. Good old Brig. I forget who it was. I think someone had a Vault Tour, not one that I went to, but they won because of a Binate Rupture play. So they just said, you know what? Brig makes it big. Alright, they just popped an Axiom for a big board wipe, and that's about all the answer they've got. So they're just going to unstun, and give me the last key. GG. It is 1:35. If I dart into a game here, I've got time for one more. And then I think I will have played every game, or every deck that I wanted to play today. So I'm going to play Potter Tompkins. Is that the one I want to play? Well, it's what I'm playing now. Oh yeah, this is what I started with. Okay. Ignore my face, my wife's being really weird. She's amusing herself here. All right. Yes, so I did play this one earlier. I don't want to play any of this stuff, actually. Mulligan. And, ooh, yes, this is a fun play. Do they have any out-of-hand damage? A little bit. Okay. Let's play it anyway. My wife is alright. She's not too cool. She thinks she's super cool. Kidding, she's pretty awesome. Alright, well, Gizelhart's Zealot definitely is some out-of-hand damage they can use. And an Amber Heart, so talk about a Holy Grail start. Let's go Shadows for a bait and switch to steal 2. Urchin to steal 1, and a Dodger to just be on the board. I do like having this Poltergeist out for Amber Heart. Ideally I want to drop Eater of the Dead, and then Poltergeist to heal and ward my Eater of the Dead, and just start picking apart their creatures. Scout Pete. Ooh, transporter platform's fun though. I'm more worried about this Amber Heart than this transporter platform. Yes, you should have, but okay, let's go dis. Let's play Eater of the Dead. Let's Poltergeist to hit Amber Heart on Eater of the Dead. Thank you. And then let's play Control the Weak on Star Alliance. So probably what they're going to do here is they're going to reap a Scout Pete, bounce him back to hand, and replay him. So they're going to get to look at 6 cards. Or sorry, mixing up Survey with Scout Pete. So they're going to look at 2 cards, potentially. If they keep it on top, they're just going to look at 1 card twice. Let's see. Perfect. Works for me. So now, let's go ahead and go Shadows. Let's get a Dodger out. Let's get a Naughty Thief out. Reap with Urchin. Let's have Dodger fight Grey Rider. Let's play a Master Plan and put Battle Fleet under it. And hopefully that works out this game, because Battle Fleet is the optimal Master Plan target in this deck. And then I just want to try and ideally get a full hand of 6 Mars cards, pull that Master Fleet off, and then draw 6 and have a... What would be awesome is if I could draw into my full Mars hand. All 12 cards from my Mars house. Whether I win or not, if I can pull that off, that's peachy keen. Alright, blue key. Let's go dis. Play Succubus. Let's reap. Ooh. Do I want to reap? I think I want to fight. So let's fight. Kill Scout Pete. And then let's purge a Scout Pete. I'm going to discard Hysteria. And I've got 4 Mars. So we're getting there. They just dropped their Ultra Gravitron here. Yeah, Archive 5. Let's go Shadows. So I'm gonna reap. Ooh. Ooh boy. I'm gonna die if I fight, so I'm just gonna reap. And Poison Wave. Poison Wave. End my turn, and I've got 5 cards in hand of Mars. That's good enough for a Battle Fleet for me. Calls a loop. So they pulled their archives, which means they most likely put a lot of Logos cards in from their Gravitron play. They do have 2 in their archives, so they're probably going to purge my Eater of the Dead here. They've got double groupthink, they lose a red alert. Okay, so they pulled that groupthink thing, sorry. Interesting. So then they're going to purge my dodger? Whatevs. You don't have much of a choice here. I don't know what you're thinking about. Yeah. No shit, dude. Read your cards. Read your fucking cards. Okay. Let's go... yellow key. Let's go Mars. Let's use the master plan. Draw 5 cards. Let's put Biomatrix backup on Dodger, because I'm going to follow with an Ammonia Clouds. Let's go Dominator. Let's put Bolter to the left. Sizzix Mini. Tunk. Mind Warper. Let's Squawker. Bolter. To Reap. And kill Bot Bookton and then purge her. And then ideally I just Reap with Mars here and finish the game out. I do have some Shadows options if I need to play a little more forward thinking, but it doesn't look like they have any mask. They've got Anthony, but I believe they discarded that with their Lethalogica, yeah. Yeah, so they don't have no mass capture, no mass steal, or Amber Destruction, so just Reap out with Mars and finish, because when in doubt, Reap it out. Capture icons, okay. Which means now they can use Gravitron on this turn, if they wish. It's going to fight Dominator. It's going to put yourself into a pretty precarious position here where I can kill it with Ixtli Bolter and then purge it. But that'll delay my win condition, but I do want to get rid of Gravitron now that it can be used in any house. Archivist is cool. I don't think I have a deck with that card in it. Allows you to pull just whatever cards out of your archives you want. And ready and fight with Gravitron again? Nope, because that'll kill him. So if I dump... Oh, man. I'm gonna dump... Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's just Mars Reap. So you're no to my archives. Gonna Reap, hit Grey Rider and nuke him. Reap. Let's go ahead and archive old Bruno. And then Reap with Tunk, put me at checkmate, 6 of 6. Unless, I mean, they do have some capture icons. I don't know how many. I'm never going to be able to memorize what cards have what enhancements. So if they do have some capture, they could keep me off this checkmate. If they don't, then there's probably game over. What is this guy doing? Don't. I've been there before, buddy. I've been there before. Then you bounce your Gravitron. Okay. Which means you can play your Observia Max out, and that's it. G. Alright, it's 1:50 with the ending time around 2, so I think this is a perfect time for me to do my sign off. Again, Sundays are always a little shorter. I just stream for about 2 hours, just some casual play. I will not be streaming next Sunday, November 1st. I've got other plans going on, so there will be no stream. I will be streaming Saturday as planned. Look for a slight update to my layout for that stream. I'm doing some little fun because it's going to be Halloween. But past that, go ahead and submit. You can link the deck list either on my Facebook or link it through a private message on Facebook or Instagram or my email. All that contact information is on the Facebook and Twitch pages. Doesn't matter where you go, you'll get all the information either way. And the intention for Saturday is people send me deck lists, whatever they want me to play on stream, and I'll play it. And I'll give you my honest opinion about how much it sucks or how broken it is. So do that for me. Please give me some content to do on Saturday. If not, I'm just going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs, and you're going to have to look at my ugly mug. But this has been the Crystal Hive. Thanks for tuning in. Anyone that watches it later, thanks for watching later. Just remember with Keyforge, when in doubt, reap it out. Take care.